Hello Pisces, welcome to Dumela Universe. I am Vel Astri. Thank you so much for joining me. Pisces, this is for Sun, Moon and Rising sign of Pisces, and this is for the full moon in Capricorn taking place on the 24th of June 2021. Pisces, I'm recording this on the 22nd of June, so this is the day after the solstice, but the solstice energies are still around. I'm feeling them. Let me tell you, I am feeling them all around. New beginnings, closures, releases of the past, lessons learned, beautiful beginnings, new beginnings in your truth, in your existence, in your love. And Pisces, because this is the full moon in Capricorn, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the teacher. So all the lessons you have been learning, all the soul lessons, all the soul contracts, all the karmic lessons, that's been Saturn teaching you where you've been displacing yourself, where you have not been loving yourself, where you've not been allowing yourself. And now that you've learned all those lessons, now that you've wrapped them up, this full moon brings a manifestation, brings a blessing, brings a reward. So let's see what's being offered to you, Pisces. Ooh, and the card comes out, a complete rebirth, Pisces. Spirit's just saying you are coming to a complete rebirth, a complete renewal, a whole new dimension, a whole new reality. After this full moon, you're simply going to feel like you're in a whole new world. The way you used to be will no longer be. No one's going to recognize you after this full moon. You're not going to recognize yourself for how you have been, and how you used to create has completely shifted now in order for you to honor your truth, to honor the truth of you, to honor the love of you, to honor the divinity of you. Wow. So Pisces, let's see what is being offered to you this full moon, and we can really see it's a beautiful rebirth, a phoenix reborn. You are simply anew. Let's have more messages. Let's see what Spirit has to share with you, Pisces. I trust you're all well, Pisces. Ooh, starting with the Judgment card. This is Spirit saying, I'm coming in, Pisces. I'm coming in to shift your perspective, to shift your whole experience. You have done the work. It's time for me to step in and to literally, wow. Pisces, you have been wanting so many things. You have been wanting to begin so many things. You have been wanting to learn so many things. And Spirit's saying, I have been with you. Saturn has been teaching you these lessons, and I have been with Saturn. It's as if, imagine if Saturn is teaching you a class, and Spirit is there, sitting there, also adding some notes, adding some lessons, adding some tutorials, adding some extra things for you. This is the only reading I felt that has this message. Pisces, you've always been a very spiritual sign, and Spirit's saying, yep, I have been holding you step by step through this process, which is why your lessons, you feel, some of you have really feel they have been really, really hard, really to the depths of your soul, because Spirit said, you are learning, yes, you're learning lessons of the soul where you displace yourself, but we're going to go to the depths of you, because you're also a spiritual being. So you're coming to great, powerful awakenings within these lessons. So Pisces, it feels like you almost had the advanced lessons of Saturn. Wow, okay. And within a new beginning, with the Death card and the Fool card, you are completely 100% different, a complete evolution, a complete change. And Spirit saying, because of the gravity or the depths of your lessons, and this doesn't mean to say that the other signs weren't going through lessons. Oh, they have been going through great lessons. But Pisces, your lesson was your lessons were really paired with your spiritual evolutionary growth. You really have been triggered into your spiritual gifts, your spiritual empathic gifts. Some of you are channels, some of you are mediums, some of you are healers, light workers, star seeds. Like, your lessons have really been growing you on every single level of your soul. Very, very huge soul lessons with Saturn. So just know this, Pisces. Know that you have really been through it. And Spirit says, I see it. The Hierophant, wow. Wow. Spirit again saying, you are such a divine soul. You are such a spiritual being. Your very nature is through spirit, Pisces. While others might find they're able to co-create through the physical realm by doing physical things like maybe going out for walks and hikes and other physical activities. Not to say you don't do this, you do this too, but your core movement through life is through a spiritual lens, which is why you have really been, these lessons have been deep, Pisces. Really, every level of your spiritual, wow. Spirit showing me that, okay, wow. Let me see if I can put this into words. Okay, I need to actually put these down. So imagine if, okay, the multi-dimensional you, right? Right now, as you are here, you're almost at the forefront of your manifest reality. This is the most present version of you. But in your past lives, you've had many other beings. You were many other beings. You were many other expressions. You were many other realities. You were just many other beings and many other expressions of you. The lessons you are learning here on Earth, in this experience you had here on Earth, is literally shifting and evolving each and every single reality, each and every single dimension, each and every single experience, version, reflection of you across the board. And Spirit saying in other beings, not so much. In other beings, maybe specific or certain other beings were tethered to, but for you, Pisces, each and every single layer of you since the origin of your very beginning has literally been shifted through a huge evolution through the experience you are learning here. Not only that, many beings in the non-physical realm who are co-creating with you are also being shifted through a huge evolutionary, a huge lesson, a huge evolution through what you are experiencing here on Earth. So, I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense to you. So know that not only are you shifting right now in this reality, but each and every single past life experience you've ever had, which is still present right now, just in different realms, in different realities, in different timelines, is literally shifting because of the work you have been doing here in this reality. And not only that, your whole spiritual team, spiritual team is literally evolving and shifting due to the lessons you are learning at this time in this experience. They're bringing me the message of, this is why they say Pisces has all the signs, is the 12th sign of the zodiac, and has each and every single sign within it. That's why we can connect with all signs. We're literally shifting the whole spectrum across. Wow. Spirit really wanted you to know this, because a lot of you, all of you can feel the collective. All of you are very empathic. All of you are very intuitive. All of you are very sensitive. All of you are very magical. All of you are very healing. All of you are very spiritual. And Spirit says it's for a purpose, because what you do, when you move, everything moves. So what you learn, everything learns. And yes, this is the case for everyone, for all things, but there's a certain depth to how you move things across. It's like there's a specific way in which only you learn things, which everybody else can then learn things, and your spiritual team can also learn things. They really want to make that clear, that yes, everybody, when an individual being learns something, we all learn as a collective, but there's just a certain frequency in which you learn, which is very different, and which is, all I keep hearing is the depth. It's to the very core of your existence and your spiritual team's existence. I can't even put it to words. Wow. That is the best I can do to explain that. I hope that made sense, Pisces. Okay, let's see. Wow. The sun, how glorious. And it's time for you to come to a healing. I just heard Spirit said, Pisces, you took one for the team. I really hear Spirit saying, when you manifested through the energy of this, of Pisces, of Neptune, of all these layers, you signed up, Pisces, you signed up for, let me just get these cards out before I begin. And justice, look at that. The Sun card, judgment, justice. All of these are major arcana cards, Pisces. Nobody else received this. I was about to say, what? Two of Cups, beautiful. Oh, wow. Okay, this is stunning, Pisces. All of this is major arcana. This is a huge soul shift. This is a huge... I can't even verbalize it. Okay, so Pisces, you signed up for huge soul lessons. Huge soul lessons this lifetime. Especially those who are completing it, who this is your last experience on earth. Massive. If you can imagine, you're number 12, right? We're number 12 on the list. So all the other star signs said, okay, I'll do that, I'll do that, I'll fix that, I'll fix that, I'll fix that, I'll do that, I'll teach that, I'll shine my light there. And they all left. And then we were the last one. The Pisces were the last. And it was like, oh, whoops, Pisces. So it seems that there is everything else that's left. So you need to now split everything else that's left between all of you. And we said, okay. Huge. And because we have the energy of all the other signs, if you can imagine each sign, Leo would be like, okay, divine masculine energy, I will do the love, passion, okay, I'll learn those lessons. Taurus, okay, abundance, finances, I'll learn those lessons. Cancerian, okay, family, home, okay, cool, I'll learn those lessons. Capricorn, hardworking, okay, teachers, okay, Sandy, I'll learn those lessons. So all of them had the specific lessons. We then took the miscellaneous section of everything else in between and then some. And so the lessons you have learned, Pisces, Spirit almost says that it's really made you question your existence. It's made you question whether you are loved. It's made you question your value. It's made you question what is the point of all of this. You have really signed up. You really signed up for the gauntlet of experiences. And Spirit just wants to say, I see it. I know it. But that's because That's how powerful you are, Pisces. You're a powerful being. You are the sun. You are the sun. You've always sort of seen yourself as small. You saw yourself as small, as almost too emotional, dreamy, in a world of your own. That's because you're simply doing so much work on a spiritual level that yes, it's life has not really been easy, but Spirit's saying it's time for you now to really have, look at this, the sun with justice. Everything is about to completely flip around, Pisces. Completely change. You are so powerful. Okay, let's get into your reading with the Judgment card. So even the other readings, it was easier to see the central message. Pisces, you were learning lessons from Spirit. It was literally, the best way I can say is you applied for extracurricular activities or A-level learning. You went into a whole other level of learning. You said, I'm going to tackle the physical experience lessons, but I'm also going to anchor in spiritual lessons. I'm going to learn lessons. Wow. I'm going to learn lessons which the other non-physical beings would have learned if they were manifest here, but they couldn't because they need to stay where they are. So if you can imagine, the angelic realm needed to learn lessons, but they needed to remain in the angelic realm. You said, I'll learn those for you. Sorry, I can't help but laugh because they're giggling with me too right now. They're saying, yep. So Pisces, understand that the level of contrast, of experiences, of lessons you were learning really advanced, which is why a lot of you have had great suffering, great pain, and great I'm just hearing great suffering and great pain. They say they weren't even gonna bring out the 10 of Swords or the 10 of Wands because that is such a obvious kind of thing. They just wanted to show you the depth for me holding the Judgment card. This was not only for this realm and for everyone else, but how it would grow you. You are a powerful soul. So you knew that coming onto earth would be an incredible experience of incredible learning, and that the reward at the end, not only on this physical reality, but in the non-physical realm, when you return to the physical, to the non-physical realm, the reward of what you have learned, the upgrading you are going to achieve, the result of what you have put in was worth the experience, and would shift you to a completely new way of being, even on the non-physical realm. It's you came in to earth saying, okay, this is who I am. I'm going to go into earth, but when I leave earth, I'm going to be a completely different being. Completely. Like, I won't even recognize myself at all from when I entered earth. The other beings will, the Spirit's saying, I feel the other beings will have learned a great deal, but they will still almost have a familiar sense. You will simply be shifted to a whole new different dimension even. It's like you won't even be able, you would of course be able to return to your home planet or your home dimension, wherever you come from if you identify as a starseed, but where you will be now, your frequency will be so high that you will literally have created a whole new different frequency. Oh, wow, this is a very different message from everybody else. And they're saying because this is what you're also creating here on this physical realm, Pisces. You're creating a whole different frequency of being on this earth realm. Wow. So understand, the lessons that you were learning were really showing you where you were displacing yourself, because at your purest essence, you are simply, I feel like all of you Pisces watching this are from a different dimension entirely. You're not from the earth realm. You're not even from this realm, this dimension. You're all from different dimensions. So you, following the conditions, following the knowledge, following what you received from the external, completely imprisoned you into being the absolute absence of you. And so now being in your truth not only aligns you to you, it brings in that different dimension you are from. It anchors in that different dimensional frequency here on this earth plane, and you literally shift the fabric of this earth dimension. You literally, this is the best way I can think about it. Say where you are from, everybody could teleport, right? And it's that dimension. In that dimension, in that realm, people can teleport. It's something that can't be done in this realm at all. So you came here and you shifted into this physical reality where, of course, teleportation is like what? So this way of moving was completely absent the truth of you. And now that you've come to the truth of you, all of a sudden you're going to be able to teleport. But not only that, you awaken the ability to teleport in this physical reality. And now beings are able to then access teleportation. That's the best way I can explain the energy I'm receiving. You are literally anchoring in light codes from a different dimension, a different reality, a different world. You are not from this reality, Pisces. That is why you could take on so much. You are simply of a different, very, very high frequency. So that is why within your soul is the Fool card, not even the external. Your soul is having a completely new beginning. It's not like you are simply remembering your soul journey and off you go. Your soul itself is having a completely new beginning. So you are not only remembering your soul on this physical reality, your soul is remembering its soul. Sorry, the words that are coming through are just like, okay, makes so much sense too. So your soul is remembering your soul. You're having a completely new understanding of you. And because of this, you are so protected. You are so protected. In the physical realm, you are going to have a completely different experience than everybody else. It's magic. It's beyond reality. What you do doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. But it doesn't make sense because it's from a different reality. But because you're anchoring those codes in, it makes sense. So Spirit really wants you to understand that you are meant to be unique. You are meant to be different. Everybody is, of course, but it's almost to a different degree of uniqueness. You are simply of a different cloth entirely. And it's imperative yes, that you allow yourself this change, but you're going to now shift this reality and you're going to be awakened to your gift. You're going to be awakened to your power. And many of you have been going through great upgrades and great shifts in your awakening and your abilities, but Spirit's saying that's only the beginning. That is only the beginning of your power. What you can do, your healing abilities, your empathic abilities, your psychic abilities, what you can do, it's only the beginning. It's almost as if you think your gifts are advanced right now. They are simply starter packs, not even the main modules, just beginners courses to what you are about to be able to do, to be able to experience, to be able to experience this physical reality. Wow. And as much as that might be scary to some of you, Spirit says, oh, it's a blessing to you, because finally it all makes sense. Finally, how you are makes sense. Finally, the being you are makes sense. Finally, the way the world has felt to you makes sense. You simply are at ease and you are healing. You're finally healing. You finally understand you were never ever meant to belong. If there was a star sign of beings who felt they never ever 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 fit in, no matter what you did, it's you, Pisces. And this change, this becoming into your truth, it's like, I never fit in because I simply was never meant to fit in. And I couldn't fit in even if I tried to fit in, because I'm not even of this realm. The colors that I see here are not of my colors. The sounds that I hear here are not of my sounds. The textures, the smells, the tastes are not of my realm. I was never meant to fit in. And Spirit's saying, allow that to free you. Allow that to liberate you, to simply express yourself the way you want to express yourself, because this physical reality, this dimension almost limits your potential. It limits your potential. Even when you go into this beautiful transition, even when you come into this new beginning, it's still, this physical reality still can't read all of your data. It's still not compatible with your soul frequency. So it's still not allowing you to access all of your abilities, all of your gifts, all of your truths. So Spirit's like, you are so hard on yourself to almost be good, to be pure, to align with the energies of this realm for harmony, for nurture, you know, for the environment. You're so good. You're really trying to tailor yourself to be this beautiful, loving being as best as you can. And Spirit's saying you organically are. But understand, don't limit yourself more than this realm limits you. This realm already limits you. This dimension already limits you being your full potential. And yet you're still limiting yourself even further to try to be this beautiful being. And Spirit's saying you are a beautiful being, Pisces. Don't limit yourself further than this realm already limits you. Do whatever it is you want to do. Because even when you do whatever it is you want to do, it's still 60% of you. Even if you're doing it 100%, because the 40% simply cannot be read in this dimension. Wow. Spirit really wants to bring you a healing, a blessing, a manifestation, a great awakening to the energy of you, to the frequency of you, to the dimension you are from. You're coming to a great understanding of your nature, of your core essence. Pisces, wow, this reading, I can't. And with justice being on top, you are feeling happy, you are feeling blessed, you are feeling secure, you are feeling at ease with yourself, and finally things are balancing out. Finally things are working out because you've almost released yourself. You're not holding yourself back anymore. And so now finally the available energies, the available frequencies of you, finally giving you back that which you can be, finally giving you back that which you can experience, finally giving you back that which is resonating with the truth of you. So Spirit brought another message with the sun coming through here. Pisces sun signs, this is primarily your message. This is primarily the great shift in the dimension, and the frequency is primarily for you. Those who have moon signs and rising signs, what it means is for the moon, your emotional range. So Pisces sun signs, this is your across board, your emotions, your way of being, it's your soul frequency, boom. So it's cross board. For those who are Pisces moon, your emotional range, that is what's from another dimension. That's what's from another frequency. The way you feel is not from this realm. Even where you were from, you felt your emotional, or the way that you worked, even if you're from this realm, so you're from this dimension, the way your emotions would be manifest in that reality would be from a different experience. So, those who are rising, what you are meant to do, how you are meant to present yourself, how you are meant to, you're ascending, how you are meant to show yourself to the world is not of this world, is not of this world. How you present to this world is completely different, completely otherworldly. I don't know if that makes sense. But Spirit wanted you to know that, because those who are cross watchers, who are rising and moon signs, you won't have such a, it'll be a shift, but it's not going to be, you are still almost, some of you maybe are not from this dimension, but some of you are still from this realm, are still from this dimension. So when you shift, you'll feel yourself really complete, really coming to the synergy. But those who are sun sign Pisces, you are simply not from this realm at all. Not from this dimension. You are not of here. You came here to assist. You primarily came here to assist the ascension period. You came here to assist humanity. You came here to assist. That's what Spirit keeps saying. You came here to assist. Which is why you've always felt alone. Which is why relationships and opening up to people has always been so tricky, because you're simply not from here. So for you to connect to another is, it works. You have some soul, you have some friends, you have some family members you can get along with, you've had some synchronous relationships, but it's still just not, it's not there. And Spirit's saying, what's really coming to you is, you are finally going to now come into communion, harmony, co-creation with beings from your dimension. At last, you're finally going to be now meet a soulmate, meet soulmates, meet soul partners. Those of you in committed relationships where it's just been, and you know that you're meant to be, your activation, your partner is also how can I say this? It's like okay, I'm getting a couple messages. Those of you who are already in connections, a lot of you are not. That's what I'm receiving. The majority of you are single, Pisces. The majority of you are on your own simply because the lessons you had to learn were experienced with people of this dimension or other dimensions of this realm, actually. Spirit's saying if you were to meet other people of other dimensions, you'd almost have more of a synergy because you're not from here. So your common ground would be that you're not from this realm. So most of the experiences that you've had have been with people in this dimension, in this realm. Even the families you're born into are very of this realm, or of this, if not from Earth, even if your biological family are earth angels or star seeds, they're still of this dimension, not of your dimension, you see. So so a lot of those connections you had to release because they just weren't resonating to the truth of you. And now you are finally going to meet and pair up with those of your dimension, of your frequency. Those of you in committed relationships, your frequency, or where you are from, is in harmony with the other being's frequency. So it might not be your dimension, but it works. It's the synergy. You are here to, you met before Earth, you met on your adventures, you both had a multi-dimensionary experience, and you rendezvoused on a planet in some lifetime, and you met, and you are not from the same dimension, but it just works, and that is why you work now, even though you feel vastly different from each other. What else am I receiving? Also, those of you who are saying, okay, but I feel I'm from a different dimension, but my partner, we are really meant to be because we just work, but you're coming into this dimensional blossoming of you activates them to come into their unique blossoming. So say it is somebody from this realm that you happen to be paired up with. You coming into your dimensional fullness blossoms them into the most highest frequency this realm could have. And that brings the synergy. That's going to resonate for some of you. I'm just relaying the messages I'm receiving. Okay, so I feel the biggest thing for you, Pisces, was you were learning lessons, especially in relationships, because you were not simply your truth, nor could you even be your truth, because your truth was so far from the truth here that even if you decided to release the truth of this realm, the conditions of this realm, to then be a free-flowing being, it's still not of this realm. So that is why even in the release of you, it still feels, but I am released, I've released everything, I am free, but why am I still feeling like I'm still part of a system? And it's like, because you're not of this dimension. But trust, now that you are in the flow, you're going to almost have this awakening. That's what I feel, another layer of an awakening, a complete new awakening of the dimension you are from. It's almost like your soul had an awakening like an awakening, like everybody else is having an awakening, but it was of this dimension. Now you're going to have another awakening of your own home frequency dimension. And that then, when that has occurred, you are then able to attract other beings of that frequency. Spirit saying many of you are going to be paired with other Pisces. So don't be surprised if your twin flame or your soulmates are also Pisces. Okay. Healing, balancing, energies return to you fairly, beautifully, new beginnings, and Spirit's got this. You are so protected. So Spirit's really saying you're so protected, you can do no wrong, so really be yourself. That's the biggest thing I'm getting. Spirit's saying you're so protected, you can do no wrong. Really, just be yourself, be your loving self. Don't limit yourself in any way, because to limit you is adding more limitations to what this reality gives you. That's really, really a powerful message from Spirit, because you're also cautious to be loving and caring and healing, that you will stop yourself from doing what feels organic to you. And Spirit's saying it feels organic and natural to you, even though for other people it might be a bit of a eyebrow raiser. For you, it's organic to you because it's in your dimension. That is a frequency that's your frequency. That's home to you. Very interesting. Let's pull one more card. This is quite a long reading. I didn't expect it to be this long, but wow, Pisces. I trust that makes sense. Wow. Very powerful, Pisces. Let's see what Spirit would like to add. Oh. Yin energy, Pisces. It's simply time for you to receive. It's time for you to receive. Receive. This is yin. This is the divine feminine energy. 2, balance. It's time for you to receive. 2, look at this. 2, master number 22 coming out. It's time for you to receive love. It's time for you to receive care. It's time for you to receive nurture. It's time for you to receive trust. It's time for you to receive you. It's time for you to receive you. It's time for you to receive you. And in the receiving of you, you simply understand that you are such a powerful, loving being. And everything that you want to do, everything that you want to achieve, everything that you want to accomplish simply will be done, because you're simply creating on a frequency of your own. So it will be done. There isn't a resistance in that frequency because it's of a different dimension. So nothing in this realm can stop you. You are on a different path. It's as if what Spirit's showing me is everybody's here on this level in their own racing tracks. You're on this level. And everybody here on this level, they have maybe other boundaries or other barriers on their frequency, on this reality. Yours is completely free because it's your own reality, your own dimension. So you're simply creating in your own way, and nobody can stop you. No matter what you do, even if you co-create with others, it just works out because it's in your own energy. And Spirit really wants you to really just trust and receive. And the biggest thing I'm really getting is don't hold back. Be open to receiving love. Be open to expressing you in your power, in your truth, and be open to receiving. And with this energy, it's really time for you to receive. There's so much. That's why you have been in a place of non-action, because you simply haven't almost had the awakening to your true, so that you can start really co-creating that energy. And this is about to happen this week with the full moon in Capricorn. And it's about to be a very interesting reality for you, Pisces. Blessed be.